We are here, just landed in Las Vegas. To get an Uber to the hotel. Rough flight. Just got to my hotel. I'm really digging it. Got the casino here. It's like the Sistine Chapel. Pretty cool. All right, just arrived here where the event is being held. But first, we need to caffeinate. All right, change of plans. Don't want to be late, so that line was way too long at Starbucks. So I'm gonna head into the event right now. Let's see if they have any coffee. If not, I'll just go on my lunch break. All right, we just got here. Watch out for this guy. He's an animal.
What up? What's up, Eric?
What up?
What you doing, buddy?
How are you?
Good. Good to see you.
All right. Thank God they got coffee. Caffeinate. Who do you think is my target audience by looking? If everybody pull out your phone right now, go to Instagram and type in "not your average lender." Don't say it yet, but raise your hand when you think you know who my target audience is.
The top 1%?
Of realtors?
Realtors. Think B2B with all of your marketing. I don't post to get borrowers. I post to get realtors. It's a big difference when you make that shift. In my market, realtors reach out to me to do business with me. Imagine what that could do for your business. And what's cool about when you start to shift your mindset towards B2B, it also covers your bases with the consumers. But if you just post the consumer targeted content, it doesn't cover your bases for the realtors a lot of time. That's why I always choose to do the realtor stuff. So an example of the difference, right? So a piece of content that I'll put out is something like this, chopped up. Marketing, I'm speaking somewhere, I'm giving business tips. Who listens to that? Realtors, right? Consumers don't really care about that. Maybe they do, right? But or compared to FHA is now accepting DACA, right?
It also makes you look like an expert in front of that consumer's eyes.
It's influence.
Yeah.
So my PowerPoint that I usually bring up, which I haven't done here because it's more of like a intimate setting, but my PowerPoint and presentation that I normally speak is mortgage influencer. That's what I consider myself, right? Except I don't have a nice butt and I don't have a makeup brand, but I am a mortgage influencer, right? Well, maybe I do have a nice butt.
Just
my girlfriend.
just trying to peek.
You got to see what the pants on. So that's what I try and do is all these pieces of content where I'm interviewing somebody or I'm getting interviewed or I'm a guest on a podcast or I'm speaking in Las Vegas. It's all influence. Like I'm not getting paid to be here. Nick is amazing. I'll always say yes to the guy. You know, I joined the Legion now it's like 3 years ago because of COVID, but I didn't implement anything. I just basically gave the guy my money and joined a Facebook group. And I just like him so much that I'll always say yes to him. And even though I've never implemented anything or been such an active member, he's always been the type to look out for me. So that's why I'm here. But another reason why I'm here is because I'm gonna make a whole vlog out of this trip. What I've been doing is every vlog episode, I ask my videographer to give me 3 micros. So these are 1 to 2 minute clips, something cool that I said, right? 1 trailer. So the day before the vlog, I post the trailer. And the first few minutes where then I post and I say, watch the full episode on YouTube. So I get 6 pieces of content out of 1 vlog, right? If that makes sense. So 3 micros, a trailer, the first few minutes of the vlog that says, hey, this is the vlog. You start to watch it, and then at the end it says, watch the full episode on YouTube. Because I think YouTube is the future. So quote me now, YouTube will take over TV. I promise you. Because it's happening to me. So as a 26-year-old, there's nothing fucking left on Netflix to watch. There's nothing left. They're original shows. They're okay for 1 season, 2 seasons. They take it down. There's nothing left to watch on Netflix. So what do I do now? I'm super into watches, so I watch vlogs on YouTube on my TV, because now YouTube's on everybody's TV. It's not the phone. That's what's been holding it back for so long. Now it's on my TV, and I watch YouTube freaking videos on my TV like it's television. I don't have cable. I hate subscriptions. I hate commitment in general. So I've always struggled with commitment. Whenever something is monthly, I try not to subscribe. The goal is to grow my YouTube a bit. YouTube likes longer form stuff.
Right.
So I know there's a few watch dealers that I follow. They have hour-long episodes, and people watch it religiously. They have thousands and thousands and thousands of views and subscribers, and people watch an hour of like behind the scenes of selling watches, and it's the dumbest shit. It's like, I just got off the phone with a client. He's looking to buy a Richard Mille for $1 million, and we got to go to New York to buy these watches. It's the same it's the same thing every single time. But I find myself watching that more than Netflix. So that's what I'm trying to do with the mortgage industry. That's my. Go ahead.
Do you track your conversions after you post?
Yeah. So good question. So this is again something that I don't think is completely necessary, but if you have the resources available, I think this is a super cool strategy. Each video, I want to lead to conversations. So what I always say is like, instead of cold calling realtors, instead of cold emailing them, instead of cold DMing them, what you do is you wait for them to engage with your stuff. That's why I want to put content out at scale. When somebody likes, I look at that as a lead, right? So when a realtor likes, what my marketing coordinator does is he'll love on them a little bit, comment, like, and then shoot them a DM a week later. Like, I just posted that 6 years, whatever. I have 120 comments, mostly realtors. What's my marketing coordinator gonna do with that? He's gonna love on them for a little bit and set up coffee appointments. That's where you take the online offline, right? So that's why you want the pillar content, because you want to put content out at scale so that you can get leads at scale, so that you can have conversations at scale, so that you can get appointments at scale, so that you could get 10 new referral partners next month that are all sending you a deal a month.
Have you found that you get better engagement on personal content or professional?
My brand is very like business oriented. It's not only like, hey, I fish. It's that, but a majority of my stuff is just marketing tips and business tips and like conversations that I have with a realtor, and our conversation goes into why we love the business so much. So it's not mortgage guidelines, but it's like business. But that's what my target audience likes. Where my following started to take jumps is I was on a podcast, I was mortgage marketing radio, I spoke at events like this, and all of a sudden like the whole room would follow me. So I'd get like 100, 200 followers. These big jumps, I guess you could say. And then I think because of that and because of hashtags and stuff like that, like I was trending in a lot of the mortgage hashtags.
How do you get trending on hashtags and stuff like that?
Just consistency. And there's a lot of luck to it, honestly. Instagram is finicky. And I try I don't get like super consumed by metrics. Like I don't care if I get 2 likes on a post now. I really don't, because I know I'm doing it at such a consistent rate. I don't care if one of my posts flop. It used to like really bruise my ego, but now it's just, I don't care. So went over like some basic principles, branding, social media, went over some the concept of pillar content. So if for you that means getting a podcast, highly recommend it. Nobody's gonna listen to your podcast, but you're gonna have so much content from it, right? I guarantee you nobody's gonna listen to it. I know that sounds mean, but they're not going to listen to it. But what you will get is tons of content, and you'll have the opportunity to bring on guests like realtors to interview them. It's really cool. It's cool concept. When you start getting compliments from like the older seasoned agents that have their mortgage guy and don't want to use anybody else, when you start getting compliments from them, They're like, I see what you're doing. Maybe I'll throw you a deal one day. We should go out. That's how you know you're starting to build a buzz. And it's a good feeling because you flip the script on everybody. Because now people want to do business with you because you have all this cool shit going on. You're that influencer. You're that celebrity that everybody talks about. Questions?
How do you find a person that's going to assist you in working that's actually going to follow through?
So in what sense? Producing the stuff?
No, that I got.
Okay, that you have.
That I got.
Yeah. This may not be what you want to hear, but I would say do it yourself first. What's holding you back from doing it yourself? You said you're not tech savvy. Is that what it is? Because I'm me personally, so I know I can, as far as time goes, I can handle posting all of my content right now. When all these things start to align, that's gonna be a few, like at least an hour a day that is gonna be posting comments. I know at that point I'm going to need to shift, but in the beginning, I'm just asking myself like, what do you think you need help with carrying out? Because before you hire anybody, you need to clear, this has been my experience, you need to clearly, I mean clearly, write it out for both of you to see on what they're actually going to be doing. Otherwise, you're going to burn money, you're going to burn people, they're going to quit, you're going to fire them, just inevitable. So what do you think you need help like executing? You just want somebody to do it for
I
you.
want somebody to do it.
I promise you, start small. Because what I'm talking about is kind of not amateur, like starting out stuff. Towards the stuff in the beginning that I was talking about is like just starting out, but the event stacking, the pillar content, like that is very overwhelming for somebody that's not doing a lot right now. So what I would do is you start with your husband, recording one video per week. One video per week. That's it. That's all I did for a very long time, and it worked. Maybe you map out the next 3 weeks. Maybe 1 week kind of writes itself because you need to drop an announcement about something, or you feel something that's on your heart. Are you spiritual? Who are you? Who are you?
You know, and I post stuff, you know, my dogs, my horses.
Perfect.
Car shows.
Perfect. All stuff that works very well on social media. What kind of car do you have? Because I like cars.
MGA.
What is it?
59 MGA.
Like the year 59? Okay, that's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's
So how about, I got a whole show for you. I was on the show called Hot Rides in Real Estate, where this real estate coach in my marketplace that's actually throwing this huge event right now where they got Grant Cardone, tons of, like $1 million event, like sick. But he created his buzz, his first album, if you will, like I was saying before, was Hot Rides in Real Estate, where he brought on people from our market and he rented a car. It wasn't his car, so this is your car. That's cool. He rented a car, a new car for each episode. You could do something like that with realtors in your car, and your husband can edit it all. You set up 2 cameras and you just have a conversation, doing a quick 15-second video of like your car. Like, this is something I really love. Check this out. Here's the story about it. Here's how I got it. Like, that could be a 30-second video, and obviously you can't do that same 30-second video over and over again. So then you start to run into the problem of how am I going to do that consistently? What else am I going to post? But don't think about that right now, right? And this is something that I'd probably do on your story. But if you're not super active, then put it as a video. My usual rule is like, if it's something like that, I do it on my story because it's gonna go away after 24 hours and whatever. But for you, I would say post that as a video. It's like, hey guys, I got great news. This client came to me 15 days ago and they were in a 30-day escrow and we got them cleared closed in 15 days. Results are not guaranteed.
This is not the standard.
I mean, every once in a while this happens and it feels really good to deliver on my clients. They're super happy, they're first-time home buyers. She's pregnant, about to have a kid. Tell the story like that, right? Perfect video.
Gotcha.
And that's 1 minute 30 seconds. So that's what I mean. How do I get somebody to carry through on that? You don't need one. You don't need full-time help for that. You don't need any help for that. It's a 1 minute and 30 seconds recording it and another 30 seconds posting it. It would be silly to hire somebody for that.
Well, it's just funny because I never even thought of it seeing my husband.
Now he's
Now I got it.
tell him I say sorry. Any other questions?
Do you like do the real?
So I now what I'm doing is I'm very busy. I work 60 hours a week. Reels are very spontaneous, I find. So like, it's very difficult for me to just pull out my camera in the middle of the day and shoot a TikTok dance. I'm not doing that. That's
So
not me.
reels you can do live, like you can't upload a video.
You can, but it's very tedious with the editing and stuff like that. And it's also very like live and uncut and unscripted. So what I do is I pull reels from my pillar content. That makes reels very easy to do now for me. I didn't need to set time out of my day to do a reel. That's very daunting to me, to set time out of my day to do anything. So that's a way you could do that. So we're finishing up day one of the event. Just had some dinner with the heavy hitters here. Jumping on the bus, headed back to the hotel. Always a good time to sit with like-minded people and kind of pick their brain, learn from each other. One of the best things about events like this. And I forgot to mention, I got this really cool award. Check this thing out. I don't think the TSA liked the sword. Let's see how this goes. That wraps up this vlog. 3-day trip in Vegas. Learned some new stuff. Got some new ideas. Met some new people. Had a good time. Lost money. Got this award. All in all, a really good trip. I hope you guys like this episode and stay tuned for many, many more. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff.